My name is Michael Carmine, and I am a career engagement specialist at University of California, Santa Cruz. And I will be presenting to you today on the applicant tracking system. And what does an applicant tracking system do? And how to help navigate through the applicant tracking system that is from the employer in order to get your resume seen by a live person. So our agenda today is the introduction. What is an ATS? How does ATS impact applicants and students? PDF versus Word, graphic resumes, areas of improvement, common mistakes, and best practices. So what is an ATS and why should you care? Well, 98% of the Fortune 500 companies use an applicant tracking system or systems. Google and Microsoft reported they receive 50 to 70,000 resumes per week. Every corporate job posting receives on average 250 applications. The overarching goal of the ATS is to streamline the hiring process. Recruiters do not have time to review every single applicant. So the ATS allows applicants to be searched, filtered, and ranked. So what is ATS and why should you care? Well, the applicant tracking system has all these different inputs, and then it will give you an output of what applicants are the best fit for the position that you're hiring for. So it's a database for recruiters and hiring managers, job posting and application submission, resume parsing, screening, and video interviewing, integration with background check providers, send offer letters, and even predict employee performance. No company has fully moved away from resumes. They still take resumes and cover letters, or in some cases, if you're not from the US, it might be considered a CV. So for every job, almost 70 to 80% of the candidates are rejected by the applicant tracking system based on the resume you submitted. These systems focus on a few different formatting aspects of a resume than a human. Computers catch 8 times more mistakes than a human. How do you get knocked out? Well, one, it will ask you a knockout question, such as, do you have a bachelor's degree? If you check that you do not, then you automatically will get rejected. It also does automatic rankings and keyword searches through your resume. So the application questions are designed to quickly rule out candidates that are a poor fit based on logistics and eligibility, qualifications, and culture fit and character. Automatic rankings. Some top applicant tracking systems like Taleo and Silk Road use ranking systems that automatically assign scores to applicants. Rankings can be based on question, answers, keywords in the resume, and other custom criteria set by the recruiter. Keyword searches. Instead of reviewing each application, recruiters and hiring managers can search for applicants based on key terms. Keywords include specific job titles, hard skills, proficiencies, and experience, such as job title, distribution manager, account management, or it could be under you have proficiencies or experience using Microsoft Word. How do you beat the applicant tracking system? You need to create an ATS-friendly resume. Tables, text boxes, unusual fonts, photos, pictures, and unconventional formatting can cause errors in ATS, so you must keep it simple. Optimize your resume, keywords. Tailor your resume to the job description by matching key terms, top skills, and titles. So here, I would like for you to take a few minutes and look at this particular job description and notice that the most mentioned word in here is scheduling. When you are creating your ATS-friendly resume, you want to write your resume and cover letter tailored to the position you're applying for. So if it's asking for that you are scheduling for different things like meetings, or maybe it's the arrival of parts, probably your maybe project management, things that are being scheduled out into the future, be sure to put that word into your resume or cover letter. So here are a couple of memes I wanted to share with you, because it's very true when you go to apply for a job online and you're going through the company's website. They'll ask you to upload your resume, and now you painstakingly have to fill it out all over again. Okay. The reason for that is that your resume wasn't sufficiently applicant tracking system friendly. Resume essentials, things that are nice to have, right? So resume summary, objective, work experience, education. What are your skills? Can you write in code, C++, Python? Include contact information. Things that are nice to have if you have room on your resume are awards and honors, volunteer work, project work experience, languages, whether it's verbal or written, hobbies and interests, publications. So now we're going to do an exercise. What I'd like for you to do is I'm going to put a link into the chat, and I want you to review this job description. And see how many words are repeated that are significant to the job you're applying for. So, like I said earlier, is it scheduling, or is it something else? Communication, sales, perhaps CRM or presentations. When you were looking at that job description and you were going through it, you had to have thought to yourself, there's got to be an easier way, right? So if you could tell me before we move on, what was some of the key words that were mentioned several times throughout the job description? Yes, I see marketing coming up. That's correct. Well, let me show you an easier way for you. Okay. Oh, I got another one here. Marketing, development, support, business, material leads, content. Okay, great. Well, let me just show you an easier way that I have found when going through a job description. Okay. So here we have ChatGPT. And I told it to please read the information below first and then determine which words appear the most. Okay. So if you copy the job description and paste it below that statement, it tells you exactly how many times a word is repeated. Okay, so marketing appears 18 times, proposal, content, design, regional. Now, isn't that much easier than having to sit there and count each time a word appears in a job description? Okay, so if you know marketing appears 18 times, it would stand to reason that you need to list marketing in your resume. okay, and also in your cover letter. Proposals, the same. Content, design, regional appearances, okay? Communications. All of these things need to appear in your resume in order for you to move up, okay, in the ranking system. All right. That was easy enough. Okay. So areas of improvement and file formatting. Word. Yes, the applicant tracking system can read Word. However, it will likely be warped when accessed by a hiring manager on the other side. PDF, will it be read by the ATS? Absolutely. Will it keep its shape and format? Absolutely. So the best device to use is a PDF. Use a PDF when you are applying for a position online through a company website. Okay. Also, if you use a PDF too many times, it tends to get corrupted and becomes less reliable. Also, if you scan and save a document as a PDF, it will be an image and will not parse, meaning that the applicant tracking system cannot read your PDF that you sent through because it's an image. You can't read the text. Using software to create a resume. You don't want to use software because most software programs do not create resumes that parse very well. For example, Canva, Resume.io, My Perfect Resume, and InDesign. Do not change software when creating resumes. Stick to Word if at all possible. If you use Word, then go to Google Doc and then save as a PDF, it can't read it. If you use Pages, go to Google Doc and save as a PDF. It cannot read it. If you use Google Doc, go to Word and then save as a PDF. It still can't read it. But if you go Word to PDF, yes. Pages to PDF, yes. Google Doc to PDF, absolutely. So those applications are the ones you want to use when creating your resume. So what web tools may not work? Well, when creating on online websites, the position of the bullet points is set as the length from the left and top to place text. It does not add the code for tabs or new line. When the same is converted to text, most software do not add clear code for tabs or new lines, making it hard for the ATS system to read. They can read it, but it makes it hard. It also makes editing difficult without the software and can corrupt the Word or PDF file. So extracting skills from a resume. How does a resume parser work? Well, you submit your resume in a PDF or a Word doc. Then the ATS system converts to a text, okay? Then it parses, using an algorithm, your resume to see what relevant skills show up on your resume, okay? So extracting skills from a resume, as you can see in the box, the blue box there, it shows up as just a box. It hasn't, you can't take the text only and put it into a Word or Pages document. Okay, it just won't do it. It shows up as a box, right? So if you're trying to do that, you notice that the applicant tracking system has no way of reading it because it's really just an image, okay? Or it's become corrupt. So now if you see here, now it shows up in lines, which allows you to copy and paste the text, okay? That makes it easier for the applicant tracking system to read. On your education, okay, such as, say you got a BS in computer science, you would list it as the University of California, Santa Cruz, comma, Santa Cruz, comma, California. Anticipated graduation date, okay? The degree you earned, a minor if you have one, and a GPA. If you use the GPA, make sure you tell everyone what scale it is. Is it at a 4.0? Is it at a 5.0? Okay. That way, the applicant tracking system and the recruiter or manager hiring for the position understands what your GP is out of. Okay. Do not write in full sentences, and you do not want to mention the name of the university and any other location on your resume unless you were employed by the university when you were studying. Give a specific future graduation date, and for each degree name, write a university name. What that means is that if you earn 2 degrees, a bachelor's and a master's from University of California, Santa Cruz, you need to list each degree separately. Do not put Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, and then a Master's of Computer Science, okay, under the same education. Okay, so the ATS understands what a company is and what is a position. However, order of company and position is not important. For smaller companies, you would like to use Inc. or Limited or Corporation. It knows who Apple and Google are. It recognizes them. But for smaller ones, it may not know who those companies are. So you want to be able to use Incorporated, Limited, or Corporation after the company name. Have a position for each experience and do not use creative position titles such as these: Head Unicorn Wrangler or Unicorn Recruiter. Use keywords in this section. Okay. Graphic resumes. Why can't you use them? Well, for one, the applicant tracking system doesn't understand images and will automatically reject you. Okay. It doesn't like graphics. So if you put in a graphic, such as this resume that's displaying here, it doesn't understand what to do with it, and it automatically rejects. Okay. So common mistakes: the ATS systems cannot effectively parse these resumes. They save these designs for later stages in the interview process. These are great to take to the interview, but you do not want to put them into the applicant tracking system. The applicant tracking system can't read photos. Professional headshots may instantly reject your application in an error and may increase the chance of bias. However, when working international, it is totally acceptable for you to have, and in most cases, it is strongly encouraged for you to put a photograph on your CV. However, in the United States, we do not like using photos in our CVs, resumes, because it shows bias.